So good morning. My paper is on multifocal intraocular lens implantation in pediatric eyes. So why this study? There are only limited studies about multifocal IOL implantation in children. The accurate IOL power calculation is difficult and there is high risk of postoperative inflammation, posterior capsular opacification and secondary glaucoma in this age group. So the aim is to study the merits and demerits of implanting a multifocal IOL, to analyze the visual improvement, behavior of lens inside the eye, reaction of eye after surgery and possible complications, and to assess the visual performance of the child and quality of life. 21 eyes of 14 patients in the age group of 1 to 14 were studied. No IOL is implanted in less than 1 year in our institution. The IOL power calculation were done either by immersion ultrasound biometry with SRK2 formula or optical biometry with the Barrett's Universal 2 formula. In children of 5 years of elder, biometry-derived IOL power were implanted, and in less than 5 years of age, it was undercorrected by 10%. The average follow-up period was 11 months post-surgery, and part-time occlusion was done in all cases. Data analyzed were visual acuity, near vision, contrast sensitivity, and stereopsis were done only in Weber children. Slit lamp examination for IOL positioning, IOL glistening, fundus examination, IOP. A questionnaire for assessing the quality of life after cataract surgery were prepared based on Cardiff Visual Ability Questionnaire for children. It was answered by parents and it could assess the quality of life of even 1-year-old child. Procedure. After anterior and posterior capsulorhexis, a single-piece hydrophobic multifocal IOL was inserted between the two leaves of the capsulorhexis. Coming to results, 21 eyes of 14 patients, out of which 7 were bilateral. Axial length mean was 22.53 mm. Secondary IOL implantation was done in 3 cases. Average multifocal IOL power was 23.07 diopter. No retinal pathology were noted in any of the cases. Post-op uncorrected visual acuity for distance and near improved in 100% of eyes. The average logMAR under uncorrected visual acuity for distance was 0.3 and that of near was 0.80. The logMAR mean of pre-op distant vision was 0.8 and that of post-op distant vision was 0.3 and the difference was statistically significant. The logMAR mean of pre-op near vision was 0.5 and that of post-op near vision was 0.3 and again the difference was statistically significant. 66.7% had post-surgery uncorrected distant visual acuity of 612 or better. 73.3 had uncorrected near visual acuity of N8 or better, and the rest had less improvement, maybe because of amblyopia in our study. There was no correlation of visual improvement with age noted in our study. The average post-surgery contrast sensitivity was 1.5. Stereopsis attained in all Weber children. No IOL degeneration was found, and quality of life was excellent. Post-op complications. 42.8% had transient rise of IOP immediate post-surgery, which became normal within 1 month post-surgery. 14.3% had visualized opacification in spite of posterior capsulorhexis, which may be due to inadequate anterior vitrectomy. No case of post-op uveitis were noted in spite of not using systemic steroid, which may be due to refined techniques, intensive topical steroid coverage, and frequent monitoring. Coming to discussion. Ledo et al. Studied primary IOL implantation in 11 days to 17 years of age, and 75% improved to 0.3 or better. Congdon et al. Studied primary IOL implantation with glass correction in less than 2 years of age, and 40% improved to 0.3 or better, and he found IOL with glass correction can give better visual outcome. Infant aphakia treatment study compared IOL with glass correction with aphakia with contact lens. No difference in visual acuity at 1 year of age was noted, but there was high complication rate with IOL in less than 6 months of age. Our study was based on IATS results and 100% improved. Jacobi et al. Studied multifocal IOL implantation in 2 to 14 years of age, but IOL degeneration was found in 16.6% of patients. In our study, no IOL degeneration was noted, which may be because of the refined techniques we use now. A previous study in our institution on unifocal IOL in 1 to 10 years of age, the average follow-up period was 41 months, but the prevalence of amblyopia was 55.6%. But in our study, the average follow-up period was 11 months, but the prevalence of amblyopia was only less. The limitations of the study were non-uniform follow-up, moderate sample size, near vision and contrast sensitivity hard to assess in young children, and difficulty in extracting qualitative information from children like clear. So to conclude, in pediatric group, the compliance with the spectacles and contact lens is doubtful. there is non-optimal use of bifocals and high requirement of near vision for daily activities, which are all can cause amblyopia. And the solution for this is multifocal IOL implantation, which can provide high degree of visual improvement, inbuilt amblyopia therapy, reasonable contrast sensitivity and stereopsis, and long-term postoperative complication rate appears to be nil. These are my references. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Minu. You're well in time. May I request the judges to please go on for the question answers. Thank you.
Minu, it was a very nice presentation.
Thank you, sir.
But there is a question. The thing is, you have mentioned that multifocal IOL is amblyopia treatment.
Yes, sir.
Inbuilt amblyopia treatment. Why not? If you keep a single vision lens also, the patients are corrected and the visual input starts working.
So in children, in younger children, they are more concentrated in the near works. They they'll be having indoor activities. So near vision is more important for these children. So if you are implanting a multifocal IOLs, the near vision is corrected. So they don't have to use a bifocal lens for that.
No, you have done this research work on the background. I don't know for sure. Is there any report of bifocal or a multifocal lens is better in terms of amblyopia improvement in children? Have you seen any other paper published?
Only one paper of Jacobi et al. In which multifocal IOL was implanted in 2 to 14 years of age. Only that I got. And there the visual improvement had occurred.
Okay.
All right.
Doctor-
Can we now go ahead with the next speaker, please? I request the judges to invite the next speaker.
One more question. Dr. Minu.
Sir, we are out of time for questions.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. No issue.
A kind request to you, sir. Thank you so much.